Roach.
YouTube, I bring all the fresh news, all the latest news, all the new news. Well, look what's happening now. Gervonta Davis cancels his next fight against Lamont Roach.
This was meant to be the rematch that ended it all. After months of drama, intense stare-downs, airport fights, and even death threats, Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. were finally set to face off. One ring, one winner, but now, everything's falling apart. Gervonta Davis just called it off. The rematch is officially canceled, and Lamont Roach, he's completely losing it on live TV.
I'm here with Lamont Roach. We're here at Rematch Fest. What's going on with you, champ? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Feeling great.
I think got that fight coming up. The rumors is out sometime August, September. Are you currently at training camp right now?
I actually leave out for camp next week.
Next week?
Yeah.
How you feeling going into the rematch, champ?
Like a champ, like I'm supposed to. I've been in the gym. I've been ready. Time to ramp it up, kick it in gear, and get right to work.
I'm gonna ask you a quick question about the fight. The first fight with Tank. What did you see in that fight that can help you propel into the next fight?
I saw all I needed to see in that first fight. Trust me. I'm gonna go back to the drawing board. Obviously, I didn't do enough to win, so I'm gonna make sure we do more than enough to win.
Let's break down how things got to this point, why this cancellation has shaken the boxing world, and why Lamont Roach exploded on national TV. It all goes back to the first fight between Roach and Tank. What should have been a simple title defense for Davis turned into total chaos.
Like the bet me that he gonna knock me out and stuff like that. That didn't go too well for him.
Did y'all bet?
Oh, we bet and we shook on it.
You paid up?
He changed his number.
Yeah,
Again, there's a high level of mutual respect for each other. Like I said, we done bumped into each other plenty of times. More than the average boxer would see another boxer outside of boxing. So it's cool. Like, he cool with me and I'm cool with him. If we were to see each other outside of our competition, it's what's up, what you want, how you doing.
Even after the fight? Even after
that? He changed his number. I tried to call him. He changed his number. You know?
Did y'all bet?
Oh, we bet and we shook on it.
You paid up?
He changed his number.
You ain't got that shit.
I ain't got that yet.
You ain't got that shit.
He changed his number, Slim.
Yeah.
But that'll be a conversation for another day.
Tank stepped into the ring undefeated, known as one of the most dangerous punchers in boxing. But Roach came in with something different: hunger, a point to prove, and a strategy to expose the hype.
Oh, nice double left hook by Roach to the body and then to the head. Right there it is. Oof. And Davis just got backed up with a counter right from Roach. That's a big moment. Load with the left. Oh, and that right, but Davis took off some of the steam of the punch, but still, Roach leaned with right, and he took a knee. He took a knee. What is he doing? He forgot his foot. Nice combination from Roach. Oh, another right hand, another right left by Roach. Nice combination. Got just over around 11 as well. Maybe him getting cracked. Davis fighting on even terms here in the 11th. Both of them have landed.
Has to keep doing that. Roach said the familiarity, knows his weaknesses. It's one thing to say it.
The decision is a majority draw.
Right from round one, Roach stunned everyone. He was quicker, sharper, and way more focused than anyone expected. He kept his range, moved smartly, landed clean counters, and had Tank missing badly while chasing him. The power gap was still clear. Tank landed some big shots, but Roach absorbed them and kept pushing forward.
How do you assess his power after being in there for 12?
He got decent power. For sure. I ain't gonna say it's exaggerated. I told y'all I got a chin. I ain't going like that. It's just not gonna happen. But like I said, I see why he knocked people out, and I think he felt my power too. Like, I think that's what negated a lot of his shots. And once I took his best shot, I was like, oh yeah, it's time to roll. Like I said, I knew I had a chin. I mean, I spar guys that were like junior middleweights, like current champions that was at that weight. So I know I can take a punch. He's twitchy in there. Like I do see why he knocked people out. I mean, like being up close and personal. Obviously, I seen it on the TV like that, but I understand why he knocked people out. I'm not gonna tell y'all because y'all gonna tell him.
Then came round 9, the moment everything changed. Tank took a knee, and everyone saw it. Roach caught him with a counter right, and Davis went down. But the ref called it a slip.
Tank did that, so I know the got in his eye, but they should have countered it. They would have countered it, would have went to Lamont Roach. What I didn't like about Tank, he was gassing up Lamont Roach way too much, and he was already talking about like retiring.
He seemed a little distracted in the fight.
That wasn't the same Gervonta Davis we're really used to seeing.
It just lets you know how corrupt like these governing bodies are, bro. If that dude took a knee, not only did he take a knee, he's like, hold on real quick. Let me get this out of my eye. How is that not a point? Like,
you know, funny thing, bro, that's why I cut my braids off. I had braids, and I had the same thing. I went through the same when I fought Andre. That burning my eyes, so I cut that off.
That single moment might have cost Roach the biggest win of his career. The fight ended in a draw, and while Tank officially stayed undefeated, his legacy took a serious hit.
When it's all said and done, right? Because you still early in the game. What do you want your legacy to be when it comes to this game, man?
Beat the system. Beat the system of boxing, life. Just beat the system. Be able to spread my wings and having my people next to me spread their wings. That's it. I ain't really got no big goal of this sports and all that. I just want to get my money and just move myself.
Social media went after him hard. Analysts questioned his fitness, his focus, and even his desire to fight many. Said Roach had exposed the real Tank.
When he fought Lamont, it was like he was there, but he wasn't like there for. Like when you watch all his other fights, you can see like his eyes just look different. When he walked into the ring with Lamont, it was just like, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, because you heard in the press conferences, he was just saying he was just real irritated. He didn't really seem like
he just felt like, I think he just trained just to get by. I think he trained to just do 12 rounds. You know what I mean? The Tank that I know, the kid that you punch him in the face, he go crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or if I'm down on the scorecards, I'm gonna go out and go get it. I didn't see it that fight. And I understand too, when us as fighters, when you get to a certain point in life, sometimes you just don't want to do it.
And the biggest blow, Roach became a star overnight. He wasn't just another fighter anymore, he was the guy who stood his ground against Tank Davis and, too many, actually won. So of course, the world wanted a rematch. Fans demanded it, Roach pushed for it, and the commission even started reviewing the fight after the backlash over that controversial moment in round 9.
You know, since the word has been floating around, the rematch is happening for sure. Just keep an eye out for August. There's a date floating around that might very well be that date. I can assure you guys that it's coming this summer for sure.
Oh man, you just made my day saying that, man. And I'm telling you, I beg to differ with regard to what took place. So let me just say, you're the champ.
Thank you.
I'll leave it at that.
This wasn't just another rematch, it was about redemption. A shot for Tank to prove the first fight didn't reflect the truth, and a chance for Roach to claim what many believed was rightfully his.
Lamont Roach, throwing his hands fast as hell. He's in the gym preparing. I think the rematch with Roach versus Gervonta can actually be more exciting than the first one. In my opinion, I've said this many times, the actual fight itself wasn't that crazy. The crazy thing is what you've never seen before, the knee. But as far as a boxing match, it was, if you look at the copy box, they didn't throw a lot of punches. It wasn't like, it wasn't really a great fight. But as far as the fight itself, the second one can't, because I think Tank is coming for blood. He's not gonna pull his punches at all. I don't think he really did the first time, but I'm not sure how well he prepared or how mentally focused he was. I think you're gonna get the very best Tank in a rematch, and you may just get an even better Lamont Roach, since Lamont Roach don't have to speculate if he's good enough. He fought Tank. He has more confidence now than he did before, and he felt that he was robbed. So he's gonna be on one. I think the rematch is gonna be far more exciting.
And for a while, it looked like we were getting exactly that. The rematch was set for August, but this time, it was personal.
Tank won a rematch. Let me know now. Do you want to fight Tank again? He said he open to do a rematch. Do you want to fight Tank
100%.
again?
It's only a matter of time. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight again. It's just whenever the fight gonna happen.
So it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Okay. They said they want it in New York again. Do you want to fight again in the Barclays Center?
I wouldn't mind, but I'd love for it to be in DC.
Okay,
I love her to be in DC.
These two weren't just opponents anymore, they were enemies. But then, out of nowhere, Boom Tank pulled out. Some sources say it's due to personal issues, others point to his legal troubles, and a few think he's just focused on something else, maybe even Jake Paul. Whatever the reason, the fight is off. And Roach, he's livid. You could see it. The moment the news dropped, he was live on a sports show when it broke. The anchor tried to stay calm and asked, "How do you feel about Tank pulling out?" Roach didn't even pause. He snapped,
Shit, he better. he better take me serious, but I don't think so. I think they training. I think they're training as hard as they can. You know, I think they trying to put a little mastermind squad together to coach for this fight, and you know, it's gonna be a good fight. I'm gonna tell you like this: we're preparing for the best Gervonta Davis that's gonna be, you know, that everyone's ever seen. That's what we're preparing for. We're not preparing for a guy who might not be focused. We're not preparing for a guy who might be lazy or anything like that. We're preparing for the best version of him.
He tore off his mic, slammed the table, and started pacing, yelling completely unfiltered. He called Tank out for backing out, saying the rematch was never about titles. It was about pride, and Tank didn't have the heart to face him. Roach made it clear he wasn't in it for the politics or money. He wanted the fight to prove he belongs at the top. And now, Tank has taken that moment away from him.
Live, only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
This wasn't just frustration, it was pure rage. Roach had poured everything into this rematch, training, promotion, press, and then it was yanked away without any warning, right in front of him, on live TV. The whole world saw Lamont Roach fully unfiltered, angry, emotional, and on the edge of exploding.
But came to fight, was a very competitive fight, good fight. You wore him down, I remember very well, wore him down, took control, looked very impressive. And the rumor is, not the rumor, the facts is, you have a fight coming up in a few weeks versus Gervonta Tank Davis.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I want everybody to know that it's gonna be an upset.
Let's talk about why this looks so bad for Tank. Gervonta Davis was once viewed as the future of boxing. Floyd Mayweather's chosen one, a knockout artist with serious pay-per-view draw.
Skill for skill, none of these guys can mess with me. Nobody. I feel like my skills is way better than like Floyd. Like if I'm on my game, I take that. Right hand in hand. But skill-wise, nobody on TV that's fighting right now have more skills than me. Nobody.
But over the last year, things have started falling apart. Legal troubles, online drama, and even chaos within his own team. The Roach fight was his chance to show he's still that guy. Instead, he backed out when the pressure hit hardest. And it's bigger than just Roach, while fighters like Shocker Stevenson are calling out real names. Tank's busy teasing a fight with Jake Paul, a YouTuber turned boxer who hasn't faced a serious opponent.
Who were you gonna call out? What was the plan originally?
I think he was here. He came in my locker room.
Shakur Stevenson?
He wasn't in my locker room.
Jake Paul?
Next question.
And sure, the Jake fight might bring in big money, but it also makes Tank look like he's dodging real challenges.
You saying he fighting for the money. You ain't saying Mayweather the promotion trying to make the most money off of Tank possible. You saying he fighting for the money.
If he said he went in there 0 times and requested the big fights, obviously he don't really care about the big fights. He just want to get the money, in which he's doing a good job at.
I mean, maybe he just let his team, come up with who they think should be next for him, and maybe that's why he hasn't gone in there. Because anytime we see him, hear him after a fight, well, got to sit down with Calvin and the team and Floyd and London, and they're gonna come up with whatever's next.
The truth is, Tank can't afford to look unsure right now. The first fight with Roach already had people questioning his dominance. Skipping the rematch only adds to that doubt. Now it seems like he's scared, or worse, that he knows he can't beat Roach again.
Is gonna try to punch with Gervonta, and most guys don't. Most guys don't have the confidence to do that. And the two areas Gervonta has given Roach credit in is power and timing. And Gervonta, he's been compared to Mike Tyson in and out of the ring. Tyson Douglas did happen, and the way it happened was, and this is the only way this probably happens, is if Davis is off his game, and if the outside the ring, he's talking about retirement. We don't know what kind of camp he had. And not only is he talking about retirement, there was stuff leaked from maybe an ex-girlfriend or something, him smoking weed when he was out in Japan.
Somebody called me this morning about that.
Right.
I denied it because I wasn't even sure what was going on.
Right. So you would never think Mike Tyson could lose to Buster Douglas, but if he's partying in Tokyo and he hasn't had a good camp, anything is possible in this sport.
Meanwhile, Lamont Roach has every reason to feel betrayed. He went from being the underdog to a legit top-level threat in one night. He showed the world he could hold his own against Tank.
I think the hardest punch I ever faced. No. And I ain't shitting on him or nothing like that. He can punch. But Jonathan Okendo, he's from Puerto Rico. Bro, he got bricks in his hands, bro. I lie to you not. He punch hard. I ain't gonna lie. He a hard hit, man.
And now that Roach has finally earned the spotlight, the rematch, the payday, the respect it all gets taken from him. And here's the thing. Every day Tank delays that rematch, Roach keeps improving. He's younger, he's hungrier, and now he's angry. If Tank thought the first fight was rough, the second one could have been even worse. Maybe that's what he's really afraid of. Even pros were warning him face Roach again.
How you think coming up with Tank and Roach?
I hope he don't fight Lamont, actually. Like, I hope he don't get in the ring with him again. Because at the end of the day, if he lose, it's just gonna look bad on the fight with me. So it's gonna look like somebody else already did it.
You want Tank to knock you out, yo.
I
heard him say, like, yo, I want to fight Tank, and that's nice, but why do you want Tank to knock you out so bad? Like,
look, that sound good. That sound real good, but she's too little. I promise you.
Roach has made it clear he's not sitting around. He's already calling out other top contenders and even hinted at a possible fight with Shakur Stevenson. That would be what? Sharp, technical fighters battling it out for the top spot.
This fight, like Tank over, win, lose, draw, whatever. Who you want next?
Look, if y'all don't know, even after I beat Tank, I'm gonna go back down to 130 and handle some smoke that I got down there at 130. All the champions, I got smoke with all the champions. I wanted to unify at least one belt at 130. So whoever the champion is, whoever the champions are, hopefully I can just line them up and then take them out. It's good fights. The champions are Lomachenko, Shakur, and another guy from Ukraine, Denis Baranchik or something like that.
I feel like you and Shakur is really. I think people in the comments are actually wanting that fight, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, that'd be a good fight.
Yeah, it'd be a great fight.
Yeah, they could fight. Shakur can boogie for sure.
And let's be real, if Roach beats Shocker, Tank's stock takes a major hit. He'll be seen as the guy who dodged two top fighters and ran to fight Jake Paul instead. As for Tank, he better hope this move was worth it, because the longer he waits, the harder it'll be to convince people he's still that guy.
All right, better be ready. One last fight. You got Tank Davis, Lamont Roach 2. Next to happen sometime in August, September. Your thoughts?
I seen a tweet today that Tank Davis said, Yaka had a crown, he don't want it. That scared me a little bit. I'm a big Tank fan. You know what I'm saying? That scared me a little bit. We got the fire in his stomach after what happened, but I'm going Tank. I believe he the best at it. I wonder if he's still hungry though. You know what I'm saying? I'm going Tank.
All right. Appreciate you, man. Yo, what's coming out next for you, man? What y'all coming out next?
Summertime Butch Deuce. On the way, you know it.
All right, appreciate you, man.
Love, appreciate you.
Right now, the narrative is shifting fast from an unbeatable knockout artist to a clout chaser with legal problems. So is the rematch gone for good? Not exactly. Boxing runs on business, and drama brings numbers. This cancellation just turned up the heat. If Tank returns later this year, saying, "I'm ready," fans will still show up. But Roach might not stick around. And if Tank takes another loss especially to someone like Jake Paul, the rematch could lose all meaning.
Tank was looking past Roach, and he wanted that Jake Paul fight, which I think Jake Paul would have beaten. Jake is way too big. Tank is 5'5", 135, soaking wet. Y'all think Tank is too small for 140. He ain't beating no heavyweight. I'm not joking. I don't think he would have hurt Jake. He would have to jump up to reach. I don't think he would have hurt him. I tell you this, it would have gone the distance, and people would have been laughing their asses off, and it wouldn't have been good for Tank's brand. I tell you that. That fight would have went the distance. Soon as 5'5" Tank is looking at a 6'2", 6'3" Jake Paul, y'all would be like, hold, wait a second. And Jake Paul be on spread out paws with that arm out and stepping back. And bro, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. But that's cap. Fine. We'll never get to fight anyway. So we'll never know.
This was meant to be Tank's redemption story, a shot to shut down the critics, the haters, and everyone who doubted him. But instead, he walked away. Now, it's Lamont Roach who's got the momentum, the fan backing, and all the public support. That's it for today's video. If you liked it, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss our next uploads. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one.